Now at 10.
Are we doing DUIs?
Well, we're going to check.
New body cam footage of the arrest of an off-duty Salt Lake City police officer accused of driving under the influence. Plus, a 16-year-old girl shot dead in Piute County. What police are saying about the 17-year-old suspect in the case. And a massive January storm 30 years ago today. Craig Worth has that story in tonight's Worth Watching.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Welcome to ABC4 News at 10 o'clock. I'm Emily Flores.
And I'm Glenn Mills. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We do begin with more winter weather here in the state of Utah. This is a look at some heavy snow. This is coming down on the Alpine Loop while we mostly saw rain in the valley. And that atmospheric river, well, it just keeps on a-rolling.
Yeah, check this out, Alana. You're teaching us some of those terms, atmospheric river. We're going to hand it over to you for more.
Rolling on the river, and we've actually had this happen quite a few times. This is our next event, and it continues to impact us. We're going to go right to the storm tracker radar so you know exactly where we're seeing that heavy precipitation, but it does include northern Utah where the rain is coming down. We've got snow in the high country, and boy, is it piling up fast. As you look at the radar, you can see southern and eastern Utah also dealing with this wet weather. Lots of rain out there, southern half of the state. We've got some snow in and around the I-70 corridor towards the Iron County Mountains, and then rain holding steady in St. George. Looking at the Moab area over I-70, we know rain's coming down in that area, but let's go a little closer in on the north. Okay, so we've got mixed precipitation, which you're going to notice here on the backside of the Wasatch. Some areas, it's straight snow. Even though the system's bringing in warmer air, some of our valleys have cold air on the base of them, and it's going to be tough to mix that out. Notice the rain from Ogden all the way down to Payson over into Tooele County. We've got mixed precipitation as we look towards Wendover, so I-80 particularly tough right there, as we will see slick conditions on I-80 as a result of this moisture. A little further north into Cache Valley, it's been a mix of rain and snow. Snow over towards Bear Lake, as well as I-80 towards Evanston. So very active skies out there, and this is the first wave of the storm. We know, let's take a live view because we're going to check out Price right now because that's one of the areas getting straight snow. This is a live look over in Castle Country where the snow continues to come down. 2.3 inches of snow recorded thus far and more on the way. Now we also know winds have been an issue, and as we look, that wind advisory that's in effect for the West Desert also includes the Tooele and Rush Valleys. That will hold on through tomorrow morning, so a heads up. As we look at our winter alerts out there, our winter weather advisory in purple extends to all of the mountains with the snow level in the storm at about 6,000 feet. We take a close look at that winter storm warning. This was actually issued this afternoon. It does include mountains south of I-80, so the Wasatch, as well as the western Uintas. Those areas looking at 1 to 2 feet. It's that heavy, dense snow, and we have to be very careful when it comes to our avalanche danger. It's valley rain, and it's not stopping. Several waves with this storm. I'll track the next one coming up in my full forecast in just a few moments. Glenn, Emily, back to you.
All right, thank you, Alana. Well, tonight, the latest in a death investigation out of Piute County. A 16-year-old girl found dead, a 17-year-old male arrested and now facing murder charges.
Yeah, and tonight the community is reacting. ABC4's Annika Johns has been in Piute County gathering the latest details.
Another small Utah community is facing heartbreak after a 16-year-old student from Piute High School was found last night killed in a dirt road. A small community.
Well, a tragedy happened here last night.
Completely torn apart.
Some of our local students had a little bit of a spat, and one of them ended up not going home.
A few minutes before 10, Piute County Sheriff's Office responded to a report of shots being fired. 15 minutes later, they located the body of a 16-year-old female on a dirt road near Dock Springs Road.
We don't tolerate stuff like that, not with a beautiful girl that didn't deserve what she got.
The sheriff's office began looking for a blue Ford Ranger. Around 11 p.m., Sevier County Sheriff deputy located the vehicle. In an attempt to stop the vehicle, the driver fled, resulting in a high-speed chase that ended in Saline. Police took into custody a 17-year-old male who attended Piute High School, who is now being charged for aggravated murder. Counselors are being provided for students and community members to lend an ear to anyone who needs someone to talk to.
We've had counselors from Sevier County come in and help us today, and we'll probably be using some of them over the next several days and maybe a couple weeks if necessary to make sure that every student has the support that they need.
Despite the continuous support from neighboring communities, members of Piute County say that it's going to take time to heal.
It's pretty heartbreaking to see this kind of thing happen in a small community like this. It's just like losing one of our own family members.
And speaking to community members in the area, I've been told that things like this just don't happen. From Piute County, Annika Johns, ABC4 News.
An off-duty officer accused of driving drunk and hitting a man. Tonight, we're getting an exclusive look at body camera footage from that incident. Salt Lake City police officer Thomas Cagle is facing 2 charges, including aggravated assault. ABC4's Courtney Johns live in studio tonight with the latest on this case. Courtney.
Last week, we showed you dash cam footage of that incident involving Officer Thomas Cagle, and that footage actually came from the victim's vehicle. But tonight, for the first time, we are sharing what police saw when they were called to the scene.
That guy was just, in my opinion, playing it off. In my opinion.
December 30th, around 5 p.m., the victim says Thomas Cagle rear-ends his vehicle.
Oh my
God. Again, after they pull over, this time with the victim pinned in between.
He had 35 seconds to think about what he had did and back the vehicle up. He could have backed up at any moment, and he chose not to.
Do you smell alcohol on me?
Police say Cagle failed his field sobriety test.
These are the worst shoes to do it in.
In the body cam video, Cagle says he hurt his rotator cuff in a fight and has been prescribed medication, including Xanax, also saying he drank before the incident.
He had like one, it was like that much because it was just tasters. I can't believe I got arrested for a DUI.
Back at the station, Cagle requests a breathalyzer.
For sure it's going to be below 0.08. Right. Is it 0.05 now?
It's 0.05 now, yeah.
Saying he's worked in law enforcement for over a decade, Cagle repeatedly says he's going to lose his job over this.
I put so much time and effort into my career, and then something stupid like this is more than likely gonna me and lose my retirement.
So you rear-ended somebody and hurt them?
Mm-hmm. Well, they said they were hurt.
The victim did go to the hospital, but did not have any broken bones. Salt Lake City Police Chief says Cagle is on administrative leave, adding from what he's seen so far, he's concerned and disappointed. Back to you.
All right, Courtney, thank you. Well, a garage destroyed in a fire earlier this evening in Cottonwood Heights. Unified Fire Authority receiving reports of a house fire around 4:45 located on the 4000 block of South Wasatch Boulevard.
Our crews arrived quickly, and as they pulled up, they noticed there was heavy smoke, heavy fire coming out of the garage, and so they began an immediate attack on that.
The main door to the garage stopped the fire from spreading to the rest of the house, we're told. No one was home when the fire started, so no injuries reported, but a car and motorcycle were destroyed in the blaze.
A Taylorsville teen has been arrested, accused of setting an apartment he was living in on fire. 19-year-old Rodney Davis booked into the Salt Lake County Jail. Charging documents say Davis admitted to starting the fire on Friday, knowing that people were inside that apartment complex, saying he didn't care because he allegedly wanted nothing to be left for him to come back to. Crews kept the flames from spreading beyond the suspect's apartment. One patient was taken to a local hospital for smoke inhalation. Davis is facing 1 count of aggravated arson, a first-degree felony. Coming up, a massive January storm 30 years ago today had Utahns digging out. Craig Worth has that story after the break.
Plus, we could be digging out of Bryce Canyon. Check it out. Live look at the snow coming down. Just one of our Utah mountains dealing with additional snowfall. It's happening up north. We are tracking this atmospheric river and the waves of moisture that are coming with it in Utah's most accurate forecast.